Now, Johnny Murtagh, good morning.
Nick, good morning, how are you?
Now there's a man who sounds like he's just trained a Group 1 winner.
Oh yeah, it's great. It's exciting this morning when you get up and you go around the yard and, just realise, what has happened, and it was one of the great days, so satisfying for everybody involved in Team Johnny Murtagh.
And part of Team Johnny Murtagh, of course, everyone will have seen this now if they are on social media, but for the many viewers of this programme who are not on social media, they might not have seen the footage of you and all are celebrating the victory. This was a really, really special moment. There's something all the more poignant about the fact that it's just the two of you in this vast, great empty grandstand watching it.
Yeah, well, it was a totally different experience going in there yesterday. You walked in, it was like a normal day's race. No people there, no marquees up. And Wayne Lawton says to me, Johnny, I knew you won the race. I could hear you shouting. And funnily enough, he was riding in the Matron. I must have been fairly loud because he was laughing. He said, I could hear you shouting, and I was in the race.
So he couldn't.
There was a fair echo coming from the stand.
He couldn't hear the very quiet Jerry Hannon, but he could hear you screaming the mare home. This filly's a bit special. I mean, the Leopardtown can produce these brilliant down the outside withering turn of foot performances that really stir the blood, and it was right out of that draw, wasn't it?
It was. The whole story about it was unbelievable. Bought her for 28,000, done okay as a 2-year-old, got beaten in one of the handicaps at the end of the year. Tried to sell her, couldn't sell her at the sales. Comes back as a 3-year-old, wins a handicap, have her sold, pull out of the deal. Run her in a listed race, she wins by 7 lengths, have her sold again for a lot more money, passes all the x-rays, passes all the scans. She's not a good trotter, so she failed the vet. They couldn't pass her on her trot, and wins a Group 3, and then rocks up for Fitzwilliam Racing, who a syndicate. So it just shows you, that there is a chance. There is a chance to be there on the big day, and calling in to see a few of them. One of the guys, the big house up just outside Dublin, put up a marquee. There was 7 or 8 of the syndicate there with their family, and I called in with the trophy last night. And Nick, people are saying, Johnny, it's one of the best days of my life. If you could bottle it, and people are saying, how do you get people into racing? If you could have bottled the feeling and the way that people were speaking last night of what it meant to them, the whole journey, and then to jump out of stalls, it's not looking so good, we're a bit far back, at halfway then, yeah, she's going to run well, and as you said then, down the outside at Leopardtown, and knowing she was going to get up the last 50 yards, the scenes. I asked the chairman what was it like. He said, Johnny, it was unbelievable stuff. It was like, that's why we come into racing. That's why, and it doesn't happen overnight. You can come in, you can spend millions. Oh yeah, I want to be part of it. Sometimes it doesn't happen like that. You have to stay in the game. Racing is a marathon. It's not a sprint. But days like that, and her winning in the style she won, that's how we sell racing, or how we promote racing. And for a syndicate, we're saying it's in its 4th year now. Oh, Johnny, maybe we're not going so well. And all those owners last night, we want to have another horse, Johnny. We want to have another horse with you next year. So, hey, you can't sell that. It has to happen on that, Nick.
Oh, it's just a wonderful, wonderful story, and I'm so pleased she failed the vet for a start, and I'm so pleased you've still got her. But I want, I think everybody now wants, because we're greedy in this game, we are. Everyone wants the next few chapters to be written. So, what does your pen tell you that they might look like?
I spoke to the syndicate last night, and they were all kind of very excited. So they had loads of requests where we should go next. Like Breeders' Cup, and she looks very good this morning, Nick. I'm not sure where she's going to go. I didn't enter her in the Sun Chariot, but we could always supplement her. It's fillies only, a mile in Newmarket. It's a win and you're in race for the Breeders' Cup, but I think it's for the fillies and mares, so I'm not sure she'd stay a mile and a quarter. I think a mile around America should really suit her. But we just have to sit down and discuss it. Yesterday was the plan. And it came off. And, you know, I'm sure, you know, that the 16 or 17 people and their partners who were involved in yesterday, you know, they got the thrill of the lifetime.
And it's evident to all of us and anyone who's watching this morning how just elated you are. Does this surpass anything you achieved when you were riding, just in terms of the feeling it's giving you now?
It probably does. You know, when you're riding those Group 1s, now don't get me wrong, they're very special, they're very hard to win, but you just rock up on the day and, you know, take over the power when it really matters. As a trainer, you're with them every day. I bought her myself. We broke her here. We've had her as a 2-year-old. You've planned out her campaign. You've put the targets in front of her. She's reached all those targets. Geez, maybe we can stretch it again. So as a trainer, it's so much more satisfying. It's just a wonderful feeling because you know that so many people around you are affected as well. Like the lads are in this morning, they're all buzzing. They're going for a bit of dinner tonight. You know, the owners last night. And the amount of messages and goodwill that has come through. I can't describe how I'm feeling, but maybe you can hear it in my voice. I'm like inside I'm bubbling inside, Nick. It's everything I always wanted as a trainer.
It's
you know,
just
I did it as a jockey, but as a trainer I want the lot, Nick. I want the lot. And yesterday felt like I achieved so much.
And now you've had it, you're going to want some more. And it just occurred to me when you were talking about the Breeders' Cup that it's 25 years since Belmont Park and Ridgewood Pearl winning the Breeders' Cup mile. I know, it doesn't seem it. And of course the ground went soft that day, and you know it could all come around again in a beautiful symmetry.
Yeah, well, sometimes in my life things like that happen to me. You know, it just seemed to happen for a reason. I don't know if they're put in my path, but that is an amazing stat. 25 years ago, I won the Breeders' Cup mile. To go back again and win as a trainer, well, hey, even I can't dream of that, Nick. Come on, even I can't dream, and I'm a big dreamer.
Listen, I would like to talk for so much longer, but Johnny, from all of us, congratulations and keep the dream alive with this filly for the rest of the season.
Nick, I really appreciate it. Thanks very much for the call.
Subscribe to Racing TV to be notified when more Luck on Sunday videos are appearing online. And don't forget to join me for the show every Sunday morning from 9 o'clock with the best guests.